What up, guys? Kelly with Patriot Prepper. Sorry about the lighting. I know it's dark. I'm in my truck. Fix to be going back to work. But I want to put out this little video. I got a couple topics I want to go over. The first one, has any of this ever happened to y'all? If it has, leave it in the comments for me, right? Let me know how y'all responded to it. But you're having a conversation with someone and they respond back, yep, if shit ever hits the fan, we're coming to your house. Now, what do you say to that, right? So there's something wrong with that, right? Kind of like they know that you're prepared and they're not prepared, right? Or they're not as prepared as you. So they're saying they want to come to your place when shit hits the fan. That's bad. It's kind of like Fight Club, right? The first rule in Fight Club is what? We don't talk about Fight Club, right? It's kind of like you being a spy, but then you're telling your neighbors that you're a spy, right? That shit ain't gonna work. They're gonna blow your cover, right? And then you're not gonna be a spy no more. It's kind of the same way with that, with prepping. And the reason for that is because if you're letting your neighbors or co-workers, something like that, know, especially if they live by you, right? If they live by you or know where you live, and you're telling them, hey, I got a year's worth of food, I got all this water, I got all these guns and ammo. Well, guess what? Just like they said, when shit hits a fan, they coming to see you, right? And then especially if you got family, if you got a wife, husband, or children, now it's not just on you. Now you're putting your whole family at risk, because now you're gonna have a hard choice when they come to see you. What are you gonna do? You gonna let them in? Are they gonna be taking food from your family's mouth? Are they gonna be using up your supplies? So we got to be careful about what we say, to who we say it to, when it comes to that type of stuff, right? My next thing I want to talk about. So I watch, of course, I watch YouTube videos, and I always read the comments. And I watched several videos last couple of days, and I think they was going over bug out bags, maybe, and then one of them was about a guy talking about some of his rifles. And in the comments, people are just talking shit, just because he didn't have the top of the line bug out bag, right? Or he wasn't sporting a Daniel Defense AR-15. I'm gonna let y'all know that shit does not matter. All right, what matters is the equipment you have, the gear that you have, that you know how to use it and you're happy with it. I will take a $20 backpack and be happy with it over no backpack at all or no gear. At least you're trying, right? And everybody has to start out somewhere. Now, in saying that, some gear is just junk. I'll let you know that. And you have to be mindful of that, maybe read reviews, shit like that. But also, you don't have to start off with at the top of the line, it's some things work for different people, right? I drive a Ram truck. Of course, there's more expensive vehicles out there, right? Look at a Porsche, right? Probably you buy probably 7, 8, 10 of these trucks for the price you're gonna pay for a Porsche, right? But that Porsche wouldn't even make it down my back road, right? So it is about quality, but it's what you could afford, especially if you're just starting out, man. Get what you could afford and go from there. You don't have to start out with a Gucci gun or a top of the line bug out bag. Get what you can afford, what you're comfortable with. Build up your gear and go from there. And then find out what works for you, what don't work for you, and then replace it. As simple as that. Don't let nobody down you or what have you, because you don't have the top line gear. It's not about that, right? We're doing this for a reason, right? We're preparing. We're doing this to survive, right? Whatever you're prepping for, that's on you, okay? Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. There's a lot of shit out there that you'll see on the internet. Oh, if you don't got this, everything else is shit. And that's not true. That's not true. And then also, when you get that gear, make sure you train with it. You can't, I've seen this more than a couple times. So they will go out, they'll get them a pistol, and they're going to do it. This is going to be their EDC gun, right? That they're going to conceal carry this thing, and they've only shot a box of rounds through it. So, I mean, yeah, you probably know how the gun works, but you're not proficient with it, right? You're not very accurate with it. And especially something like shooting, you can't just shoot one time and think you can be good. It takes many, many, many rounds, many days at the range or in your backyard training. And you got to do this quite often, because if not, you're going to lose your touch. You're not going to be as accurate as you was when you was shooting, right? So this is something you got to keep up. Another thing, people, you'll get all this gear, medical, getting an IFAK or a first aid kit, and you're buying all this stuff, but you don't know how to use it. That don't make any sense. I mean, yeah, you have it, but the time, if you cut yourself with a chainsaw or you get stabbed, that's not the time to be learning how to apply a tourniquet. You need to do this stuff beforehand. You should be doing this with all your gear. Do it beforehand. That way, when it comes time to use that piece of equipment or gear, you do know how to use it. And then my last topic that I wanted to cover is actually the mindset part of it. It's the planning, right? So you can't just go out and just build a bug out bag or a get home bag and not plan for it, right? That's what you'll see. A lot of these bug out bags that's already assembled, and they already got all kinds of gear in it, and there's they're selling these, but a bug out bag or get home bag, what I carry is going to be different from what you carry, right? My needs are going to be different than what your needs are, and it goes off multiple different things. I mean, it could be your location, it could be your fitness level, your how well you trained. A lot more shit boils down to it than just, oh, yep, I need this, this, and this. You have to be able to plan accordingly. Hey, what am I preparing for? All right. So how far do I got to bug out location? All right. How far is it? These are things that we need to be thinking about before you even start building a bug out bag. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to end up buying gear that you don't need and leaving out gear that you do need. So planning, I think planning is probably one of the biggest parts of preparedness there is, especially when it comes to that, especially just starting out. When you're talking about building bug out bags and go bags and get home bags and what other bags that we're planning on building, right? Because y'all know us preppers, we love bags, right? But not seriously. So make sure you plan, right? That should be like the first phase of it. While you're getting all your canned food and stuff like that, and your beans and your rice stored up, be planning, all right, this is what I'm gonna need for my bug out bag. And then not only that, but how many people's in your family? Because they're gonna need those bags too, right? And their bags are gonna be different than yours, especially if you got smaller children. It's their bag's gonna be a lot way different than yours is. That's where this planning comes into play, right? But all right, guys, that's all I got for this video, man. I hope y'all got something out of it. Please, if you did enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and please share this video. Share this video with loved ones, with friends. Share this video. Let's get this content out there. Thank y'all. Patriot Prepper out.